Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. A while ago I showed you the first line of my original Convergent Pokemon line, and today you will meet the second half. Since there was a bit confusion over Blubbaich and why I called it a original fake, so I created the Blubbaich line and this line at the same time, making sure that both the lines have attributes of the other one and just overall look a bit similar. I guess technically one of them would be the original Pokemon and the other one the regional fake, like Diglett is the original one and Wiglet the original fake, but those two got introduced in two different generations, so calling one the original and the other one fake makes a lot more sense and is a lot more easy. In this case right here they are just two Pokemon that evolved next to each other in the same region, therefore I call them Convergent Fakemon 2. I hope that makes sense, I don't know. Blubbaich was based on a baby frogfish, and well, this line is based on frogs. Oh, also, last time I forgot to tell you why I named it Blubbaich. It's a fusion of blubbern, the German term for to bubble, and caviar, aka fish eggs. The first stage you're seeing right now is called Blubbaich, again from blubber and Bleich, the German term for frog eggs. I gave Blubbaich two giant cheeks and two little additional head-looking bubbles on its protective goo cover, since frog eggs are usually laid in large clutches and stick together until they hatch. Here it is, Blubbaich, a pure dark type. Yeah, it may not look like one, but Blubbaich also didn't necessarily look like a pure poison type. Both dark and poison are kinda treated as the evil typings, and I thought it would be funny if those cute little balls would have a more menacing typing. Its shiny colors is the same color scheme as Blubbaich. I also just realized the silhouette looks real similar to Ghastly, but yeah. Now to the evolution. I wanted to give it a similar body shape and silhouette like Quapfen. At first I tried a swimming pose, but that looked rather stiff, even though it was supposed to look like it was in motion. So I just basically copied Quapfen's pose and changed all the necessary details. While Quapfen has giant arms and no hind legs, I wanted to swap that around for this design. Frogs are known for jumping, so giving it larger hind legs made sense in my mind. The problem at the beginning were the front legs, because just two balls looked weird, so I added two little paws. But I still think it's fitting. They don't look like it would actually really use it for anything, but it still has some. The tail is more shaped like a tadpole one with the large grey spots. I gave it similar eyes and eye patterns to its counterpart. While it had to be apparent that those two lines were somehow connected, I also wanted each line to stand on their own, because everything else would be a bit unfair and would not make a lot of sense. Originally this line was supposed to be part water type, but we already have Quack and Croaking, which definitely look different since they are more humanoid and have elements of clothing and stuff, but they're also undeniably based on frogs, so I didn't want to have two frog designs which have the water typing. I just hope they look different enough though. Now that I look at them, maybe they both originate from the same frog and just a fake mon, since both lines have those orbs as fingers. I don't know, could be a coincidence too, I don't know, anyways. Here it is, Quapfen, another pure dark type. The name is a combination of Kaulquappe, the German term for tadpole, and Hüpfen, the German term for jumping. I honestly don't really have more to say about it besides the name's kinda funny, Quapfen. Yeah. So, the final stage. And for this one I decided I want to go a different route. There will still be similar elements, but I wanted the final form to look different. Both lines develop in a similar way, but in the end there are two different species. Like Lurall, this one is quite chunky, but I struggle a bit with the pose. Now that I'm writing the script, I actually have a pose in mind that would probably fit better, but I don't want to draw it all over again. It's still fine though. The biggest struggle were the arms, cause short arms are really hard to pose. I gave it the typical... Okay, I don't really have a translation for Schallblase, the thing on frogs' throats they can use for croaking. No, this weird thingy. Google Translate tells me it's sound bubble, but that sounds like a very literal translation. But like, Do you know what I mean? You probably have seen frogs in your lives before, so yeah. It uses its little hands to kinda hold its throat. On its back are 2 more bubbles because I had to put something on there since Lurall has this whole mountain thingy on it. And the back looked empty without it. Its main power are sound waves. It can produce it with its mouth. It's basically gonna inhale and then fall on all 4 legs, releasing a giant sound wave. The pose is in the middle of that motion. If you've seen Naruto, you can compare it with, I don't know, the fireball jutsu or the attack of the tailed beasts when they swallow chakra and then fire it from the mouth. Something like that, but way less destructive. Since I also don't have more to say for this one, I just want to say thank you for the support on the new Convergent video, because it got over 500 views, which is a lot. You really seem to like that video, so I'm pretty happy about it. Here it is. Lurall, a dark and normal type. Lurall is a fusion of to lure and schall, the German term for sound. I know gaining the normal type is a bit weird, but most of the sound moves are normal type, so I guess it makes sense. They may not look like, but they are among the loudest Fakemon in the region. If they somehow found their way into cities, they usually get transported back into the wild really quickly. 2 more things before I end the video. I just quickly want to talk about the names, since those are important when it comes to conversion lines. Blubbaich is a fusion of blubber and caviar, aka fish eggs, while Blubbaich is a fusion of blubber and laich, aka frosh eggs, so both include blubber and a type of egg. PokeBrawl is a fusion of Quapfen and to crawl, while Quapfen is Kaulquappe and Hüpfen, aka jumping. Both include a reference to their main way of moving. And lastly, Lurall is a fusion of to lure and rock, while Lurall is a fusion of lure and schall. Frogfish are, I believe, related to the anglerfish, which lure in their prey with the lights, and frogs use their croaking to attract other frogs. Both has something to do with getting other creatures near to them. And okay, well, the last part is a stretch, but I didn't come up with something better. Schall is the German term for sound, and rock can also be referred to the music direction rock, so both is kinda sound related. I don't yeah, the names were actually the hardest part for me to come up with, but anyways. I also wanted to show you this little drawing I made, my first attempt on making some sort of sticker out of my Fakemon. Unfortunately, Redbubble, the website where I wanted to try printing out one of these lately, went south, so yeah, not gonna happen. But I still think it's pretty cute, and I printed it out and put it on my sketchbook with some tape. Thanks everybody who watched the video, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did and let me know your opinions in the comments. Also, please subscribe to not miss any new videos. I have cool designs laying around that I really want to show you. See you in the comments.